Hello. So for my first makeup video today, we're gonna be doing this look. I thought it was gonna be more natural. It's not, never is it? But this is basically my, not really my Zoom call look. My Zoom call look is definitely more natural, but I went a little bit heavy. It happens. So enjoy. I'm wearing these earphones because I don't really know if you guys can hear me without them. So this is the first test. Okay, let's go. Okay, so for today's look, I think it'll be basic-ish, but maybe not. Usually when girls try to do that, like, go light, it's usually so heavy in the end, so we'll see. Okay, this is my first video, like filming myself with makeup. Okay, we're gonna put our clips in, like a true bloguera. Gorgeous. Have your iced coffee on hand. My students always ask me, do they have Starbucks in Brasilia? They don't. I just have this cup from the United States. Okay, so my skin is clean, as we can see, very bare. No. My puppy, here he is. He's chewing the cables under the computer. This is Rocco. He's gotten so big. We think he's a lab, we don't know. He's a biter. I have all these scratches on my arm from him, so if you guys see them, they're from him, his little love bites. Okay, so. Let's go ahead and tone our face. This is almost gone. My friend Maddie gave it to me. Her blog is Choose Your Glow. She's so good, so cute. Okay, so let's tone this face.
Moisturizer, and it has an SPF in it, I believe, which is important, especially if you're as light as I am. Always go up on your neck to avoid fine lines and avoid pulling. Okay, then I covered my lips. I'm going to use this
cult favorite, Laneige. I love that it comes with this little brush too. It's so cute, like a little silicone brush. Makes you feel fancy. Okay, now we are ready. So normally I do a full face normally, and I'll usually do a foundation all over, but during quarantine, I like to go lighter. I mean, it's only Zoom calls I do every day, so I'm only gonna use a concealer in the problem areas of my face. I just ran out of my Tarte concealer, which is my favorite, the Shape Tape, so I'm using an okay second. It's the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. Okay, so you just twist it, which is so cool. It comes with the brush. And then you're gonna put it in the areas that you need. A lot of people do the V. Ooh, Rocco, stop. No, Rocco. Okay, so a lot of people do the V, but I usually just do like this. And then I do all the areas.
I'm basically covering the whole face, aren't I? Okay. Only the problem areas.
And then I do it in my T-zone to lighten that up, and then around the mouth because I have some redness, and then any spots you want to cover up. Okay, so I don't know if you can blend it with a brush, but I feel like you just use more product when you do that. So I'm going to use my fingers. You can definitely use a concealer brush. Actually, let me try using a concealer brush. I don't know how it works as well. So I'm probably gonna do like a lot of talking on this video, and I talk so fast. So hopefully everything's understood. But I'm making this, I'm becoming a bloguera, a blogger, because I don't know, I'm always on Instagram, I'm always on YouTube. Why not use the platform as well instead of just watching other people's art and their creations and everything? So I've always said I'm going to, and I finally just did it. So I'm putting it out in the universe that I am going to be a success. I'm gonna have so much fun doing this. I'm gonna create content, meet new people, get free stuff, and just have fun. I see all my friends doing it and they become successes, you know? So why not me too? Okay, so basically we did like a full face coverage, but as you saw, it wasn't like that much product. So, and again, I'm probably not doing it in the right order. I'm usually more meticulous in my makeup, but during quarantine, I kind of just throw it on like 10 minutes before my Zoom meetings. So let's do our eyes next. I'm gonna use the Morphe palette. Don't remember. Oh, it's the 350 Nature Glow. It's had its share of use already. It's already been used a lot. My little brother bought it. Thank you, Fletcher. So sweet. So I'm gonna go in with a nice fluffy brush. Again, it's Morphe R37. I love doing that. So again, this is not a clean brush. Don't judge me, whatever. I'm super lazy when it comes to that. Okay, I'm gonna go in. I love oranges and I love brown, like light browns on my skin tone. I think it works really well. So I usually just take like a mix of maybe like this one, this one, this one, and kind of do it all around the eye. And then I do kind of a darker brown right here. And then I do like a light color right there. So let's begin. Okay, so in this video, it's about makeup, but also I'm gonna talk about myself, what I do, where I'm from, where I am. Okay, so I'm Mason Lawton de Santana now because I'm married to a Brazilian, Lucas, and that's why I live in Brazil. But I am from California. I love California. And right now I'm a teacher. So I do English classes. We just adopted a little doggy named Rocco, as you saw. He's quite energetic. He loves chewing things, biting things. He's grown so much. He was literally so little. 2 weeks ago, he's like doubled, tripled in size. So I think I can be finished right here. So a lot of you guys said you wanted to hear the differences between Brazilian culture and American culture, and oh my god, there are so many, but there's also a lot of similarities. Like Brazil's amazing. You guys should definitely visit if you have the chance. I know it's quite expensive, like the airfare, and probably impossible right now with COVID, but oh my god, it's amazing here. And if you have the dollar, honey, you're gonna be a millionaire here. The dollar is so strong compared to the real. I think it's like 6.5 to 1 right now. So I'm a poor girl when it comes to the dollar. So I moved here a while ago. I decided when I was 18 to do an intercambio. It was like an exchange right before college. So I came to Brasilia for 1 year, didn't know any Portuguese. I honestly thought Brazilians spoke Spanish, like many people do. A little ignorant. And I came here, I had a few host families, they were all amazing. And then I started learning Portuguese, and then I met Lucas, fell in love, and sorry guys, now I'm going in with like a darker brown with like a thinner brush. But it's looking a little crazy right now, but whatever. We're just having fun. So, met Lucas, I fell in love with him. I think he fell in love with me maybe a little bit later. I was already head over heels. I texted my parents, I'm like, guys, I'm in love. He was like my first boyfriend. And then I had to move back to California after my year was up. So we didn't really do long distance. I mean, we tried for a little while, but it was so hard. I was 18, he was older. 20. And so I started college at Chico State. Go Chico State, the crazy school. It was so fun. So I went there and we kind of split ways. It was very sad, but it was like a mutual decision. And then I think like maybe 4 years later, I messaged him randomly, like, happy birthday, I hope all is well. And he was like, Mason, I'm still in love with you. And I was like, I'm still in love with you. So I got the money together and went to go visit him. And then we started dating officially. And then I lived in Italy for 1 year. So more long distance. Sorry, that's so gross, I just burped. I lived in Italy for 1 year. Did not learn any Italian, unfortunately. I was with Americans all the time speaking English. Okay, same fluffy brush again. I'm going with some orange just to add some color. And so I studied in Italy for 1 year in Reggio Emilia. Amazing. So much food. So delicious. And then I lived in Florianopolis for 6 months with another exchange. I was so blessed to do all these exchanges during college. And my classes were so fun. I had surf class, cooking class. Amazing. And so yeah, we did long distance. He visited me in Floripa. And then I moved back to California for like a semester, finished college. My degree is in public relations, journalism. I'm just doing a little bit more brown just to kind of contour that. So I moved back to California, worked at a restaurant, which is so fun. Oh my gosh, restaurants in the United States pay well. I mean, in tips, whew, I was making a lot of money. And then me and Lucas got to a point where it's like, okay, we've done long distance for so long. It's so difficult. We're still very in love, but what's the next step? I mean, do we continue this long distance for years, which is not sustainable? It's very difficult and it's very expensive, those plane tickets. Or do we move? So I was like, you know what? I'm moving to you. So I moved here about 1.5 years ago. And it's difficult. It's difficult acclimating to a different culture with a different language, getting a job, everything. Okay, so I did the oranges and the browns. Oh, honey. Okay, so now I'm gonna do, with my finger, I'm gonna do a really, really light color. And then maybe if I'm feeling a little funky, like one of the opalescent colors, like this one right here. Okay. Hey, Rocco. So, where was I? Okay, so I moved here. It was difficult anyways. So let me tell you about the difficulties that I faced. He wants attention. So first of all, this one, prepare yourself because it's horrible. So in the United States, it's very normal that we flush our toilet paper down the toilet. Duh. Not in Brazil. They throw it in the trash. They throw their toilet paper in the trash because the sewage system isn't strong enough to support it. So gross. So I kind of like refused to listen to that rule because I thought it was so gross. So I was at my first host family's house and I was doing it for probably a month in the bathroom. And I went poop. I went number 2. Put the toilet paper in the toilet and flushed it.
Overflowed.
There was not a plunger in the bathroom, so I had to go to my host family and say, I clogged the toilet, and they found, oh, it was horrible, how embarrassing. So after that, I just threw it in the trash, and I do that now. I still think it's gross, but what can you do? So that's one difference. Another one, oh my God, Brazilians are so hygienic. You guys, I'm gonna add this like kind of like coppery orange gold, like kind of a red, because I'm wearing like a little red bodysuit. So Brazilians are so hygienic. Their houses are so clean. They take so many showers, sometimes 2 a day because it's so hot here. And one thing that they find so gross that us Americans do, which is kind of gross actually, is that we don't use napkins when we eat our food. Like we just eat a hamburger with our hands or a sandwich with our hands. No, Brazilians must have a napkin like in between your hand and the food, which is very sanitary, isn't it? Okay, so kind of light, whatever. Enough with the eyes. Let's move on to our brows. So some people are so meticulous about the brows. I mean, it can take them so long. I just do it so fast. On fancier days, I'll use my Anastasia brow gel. But today, I'm just gonna use this cheapo Milani brow fix, and I'm just gonna mix the 2 colors. More of this taupe and less of this brown, because I kind of like a light brow look. I don't want it to be anything too crazy. I'm thinking about maybe getting microbladed, just so it's easy and you can wake up with your brows, because my brows are kind of light. Okay, so other differences, let's see. Oh my God, guys, the Portuguese language is so difficult. I mean, the pronunciation, the similar words. I know there's so many videos of people saying this. I'm not gonna be a copier, but genuinely, the difference is, okay, so one is coco and coco. I'm pretty sure coco is poop. And coco is coconut. No, I have no idea. I have no idea. So I'm always so afraid to say those words. Like, can I have some poop at the market? Can you imagine? So I don't really even say those words. So it's just like the accent. But then again, also in English, we have beach and bitch and sheet and shit. My students are like, what's the difference? I'm like, bitch, beach. What's the difference? I mean, it's so subtle. Okay, so I just did that. I'm kind of brushing them out. Nothing too crazy. Now, let's do our bronzer and our cheeks. Okay, so for my cheeks, I'm gonna do this. It's like a tint. You can use it on your lips, your cheeks, your eyes if you want like a pink eye, I don't know. I like this, but you have to kind of put it on and rub it in fast or it'll dry. Just do a little because a little goes a long way. And it gets everywhere. It stays on your fingers, but it's long lasting. So do that and then kind of on the apples of your cheeks and then work up. And I like to put a little bit on the tip of my nose for that kind of like sun-kissed look, you know? You gotta have that during quarantine. Hello. Like, yeah, I've been in the sun. Oops. I like that. I like that. I like that. So, more coffee. What else? Brazilians are so nice. Brazilians love to celebrate life. I noticed that. I think Americans are so worried about the hustle and bustle and work, and then, I don't know. But Brazilians here, the biggest meal of the day. Oh, I'm going in with my butter bronzer. Almost gone. I really like this. It's Physicians Formula butter bronzer. I never go with shimmery bronzers because I don't like that look, especially if you have textured skin or acne. Stay away from shimmer because it just highlights it. So go with a matte. So I'm using this one. I'm using the Sun-Kissed bronzer and the butter bronzer, and it smells so good. It smells like, you know that suntan lotion? It smells like coconut. That's what this smells like. Okay, so what was I saying? How do people do this? Okay, I'm just gonna go in upward motion. I just pack on the bronzer. It makes you look thinner, and honey, we need that too during quarantine. What was I saying? Oh, okay, so Brazilians' biggest meal is lunch. Isn't that so cool? I mean, it's just like healthier too, that you can eat and then have the rest of the day to digest. Whereas Americans have a big dinner. So Brazilians can like go home for an hour or two usually and eat lunch with their family. Okay, I'm doing it on my right here and a little bit on my neck, so it gives the appearance of a slimmer neck and a double chin. You're gonna make almost like a W. So like forehead, cheekbone, under chin. Forehead, cheekbone, under chin. You guys are probably horrified with how much I'm putting on. Okay, now let's do our nose. So my nose is a little bit like that, which is fine. We all have different noses. And I'm gonna get a brush. You can use your finger too, honestly. And then go into your eyeshadow palette and go into one of your browns, like a dark brown, not too dark. And you're gonna put it underneath your nose. And you can put it on your nostrils too. And there, it's perfect. And you're gonna put it on. And then just blend it in. And that's gonna give you the appearance of like a small, cute little nose. And then you can put some on the sides right here. I don't usually do this, but let's just do it today. A super light makeup. Some right here. And I've even seen girls do like this. I don't know. Right? Does that seem right? And then just blend it in, baby. And so Brazilians love to like, I don't know, get a beer after work. They're always celebrating. They have so many holidays here. It's so fun. Carnival, you know. And they're just so generous and nice. Very touchy people. My God, Americans, we are not touchy at all. So I was always a little bit like weirded out when I first came here. Everyone would kiss my cheeks. I was like, Mom, people are in love with me here. I had no idea it was customary. But yeah, they always kiss as a greeting. I've seen it also during coronavirus. Like I'll be walking down the street and I see two people that know each other and they're like, oh my God, hi. I'm like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that. But whatever. Okay, so let's finish our eyes. I love like the sound of that when like bloggers like, you know, it just sounds so cool. Okay, so I'm gonna use this. It's like a Make Be delineador líquido. A gente fala português também, viu? Eu quero fazer alguns vídeos em português também, mas por enquanto só em inglês, porque ainda preciso praticar mais meu português. Okay, so let's do this. This is gonna be kind of hard. I don't know where to look really. Let me open this little mirror. Okay. So, oh, also, speaking of languages, I learned my lesson the hard way in Floripa. I was in an Uber, and I mean, it's not super common to find people that speak English in Brazil because Brazil's kind of isolated from the US. I don't know, it's just a little bit rare to find people that speak English here. And so I totally was ignorant, and I got in my Uber, and he was honestly a horrible driver. Hold on. Okay, so he's like a pretty bad driver. He was taking us a super long way. I don't know what he was trying to do. And I was speaking to him in Portuguese, and he just was not understanding. I mean, he just was not, I don't know. So we got to the destination, and I turned to the girls. I'm like, oh my God, like he's taking us the wrong way. He's a horrible driver, blah, 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 in English, assuming that he didn't speak English. And at the end of the ride, he was like, have a nice day in English. I was like, oh my God. So never assume someone doesn't speak that language because chances are they will. So I did that. I did my eyeliner. A little tip, always change the way you do your eyeliner based on your eye shape, because when I was younger, I loved when people started right here and went out, but for my eye shape, that does not work. I have kind of like almond eyes, and it just makes them super small. So if I start maybe right here in the middle of the eye and go out, it opens them. And make sure your wing goes up so you're not pulling your face down with a wing that's like that. I also like to put a little bit underneath my eye just to make it a little bit rounder. So get like a orangey or a tan. Oh, why do we do this face when we do this, you know? I'm sorry. Wow, this is a long video. I'm gonna have to edit that. Oh, okay. Get your mascara. I love that. I've always loved this Maybelline Colossal. Even the smell, I don't know, it's so nostalgic, so high school. But it's one of my faves. I think for mascara, you can definitely go drugstore cheap, and it's the equivalent of a nice mascara. That's like one of the few makeup products that you can totally go cheap and get a dupe. I feel like for skin products, I would definitely go for a higher price point just because it's better for your skin. My God, guys, I used to have the worst makeup when I was younger in like high school. I would just do orange foundation. For anyone that knew me in high school, they can attest to this. And everybody told me, Mason, your face is orange, it doesn't match your neck. And religiously I would say, the lighting, it's the lighting in here. The lighting's bad. I know it looks like that, but it's just the lighting. Honey, who are you fooling? And I would do blue eyeliner thinking I was so cool. Oh, yeah. I'll also remember when I was younger, for some reason, I thought this part of my eyebrow was so ugly and I wanted it to all just lay flat. So I was like, Mom, I'm gonna wax this part of my eyebrows. So it's gonna start right there. And my mom was so good at letting me do these things so I would learn. So she was like, okay, honey, go ahead. I did it. Ridiculous. I learned. Just do a few coats. I don't know how to do false lashes, so I just do mascara. My husband knows how to put them on me, but I don't know how to put them on. Okay. Should I be concerned? Okay, so now for our lip, we're going to do Guys, my makeup is so old. Makeup's so expensive here in Brazil too. So I'm just like holding on to my makeup from the US. So, and I just buy a bunch when I go back and bring it. So I'm gonna use this Anastasia. It's like the matte liquid lip. I like it. It's a bit purple for me, but we're just gonna use this for today. I am using this for my Zoom calls. So a little goes a long way. So just do a little bit. Oh, honey, who needs a lip job when you have this? Honestly, I overline too. You can't even see during your Zoom call, so don't even worry. You could just go all the way, and they're not gonna notice. Gorgeous. And then I'm gonna use this Warm-Hearted Bare Minerals lip gloss. It's so nice. I love it. Not too sticky, but I will say the glitter gets everywhere. It's super glittery. And peppermint too. Reminds me of Christmas. Okay, that's gorgeous. And then I usually just do this. I get it a little bit out of my Cupid's bow to kind of like soften that line. Now, for our last step, we're going to do our highlight. I'm using Jeffree Star Supreme Frost Wet Dream. It lasts so long and it's so durable. You can drop this and it will not break. You can throw it and it won't break. It won't open, but there we go. A little goes a long way. You can use your finger or a brush. Guys, look at that. A little on the nose just to be frisky. And then in the inner corner of your eyes, kind of open them up a little bit. You can do some right here. And then you can also put it on your collarbones to make those pop, baby. Give it that healthy glow. Okay. Some spray. I'm using Maybelline Lasting Fix. Shake it and then... What if I just kept going for like 2 minutes? And that's it. There's your super natural look. I like it. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed.